Hello, hello, it's Bliss here. Welcome to my cozy little realm. Today is Freaky Friday, so we are going to be playing some more dating sims today. Starting off with Marry My Stalker. I kind of felt like this was right up my alley, so I'm excited to get into this. From what I gathered, it seems like the third chapter of this was just updated. And it seems like a lot of people are really into it, so I'm excited to check it out. Okay, what is your name? Bliss. Okay. This is not appropriate for anyone under the age of 18. Please delete this game if you're not 18 plus. Ever since I was little, I've wanted to be a princess. Clearly, that never happened. So I changed my wish. I want to be a salted fish. That is very interesting. I would like to know why? Question mark? Oh, can we customize her? I think I hate uni. Of course you hate uni. Everyone hates uni. Oh, maybe that's the other person. Yeah, but I specifically hate uni this month. Marcy rolled her eyes. You should have thought of that before you applied for medical school. Yeah. Is it too late to drop out? It's the final year. You might as well just pass your exams and move on. Honestly, so valid. I don't want to study anymore. I don't think I can study anymore. Be a good student and study. You aren't even studying. She had been on her phone for the past hour. Don't try and emulate me or you'll fail the exam. I hate you. Love you too. I rolled my eyes and stared again at my work. I really don't want to study. Maybe if I talk about something interesting, she'll let us talk. How are things with Dan? Marcy looked at me. Ooh, that was the wrong one. Marcy looked up at me sharply and my breath hitched. Yikes. Why? I was just wondering. You said you'd break up last time, but I haven't heard anything yet. Ooh. Study. Why is she avoiding the question? Don't tell me. You didn't do it. I will, I just haven't gotten around to it. Liar. She had done this before. She said she'd finally end things, but somehow they would still remain together. Even now, she's doing it again. It wasn't his fault this time. That woman is really crazy. She even broke into his apartment. Sure. Only you would believe that bullshit. How easy is it to break into that type of apartment? They have a receptionist, and his room is on the 13th floor. Yeah, no. You're feeding into the delusion. Because what do you mean? She stole his key and made a copy. I can't believe that she actually believes him. Yeah. Don't judge me. I'm judging you extremely hard right now. What do you mean? It's difficult not to. Exactly. I love him. How about you don't, though? Yeah, I know. Marcy loves Dan. That much I understand. What I don't get is how much she can put up with in the name of love. If anyone cheated on me, I would hang their intestines to dry and use it to make soup. I mean, valid. I sighed and decided it would be less frustrating to study. So study I did. Done? Done. Alright, I'll ask you some questions. Make sure you get them right or I won't leave. Ask away. At what vertebral level does the trachea bifurcate? The fuck? I don't know. I'm not actually a medical student. Okay, wait, I'm looking it up. What'd she say? Like, the fuck? I didn't know I was getting quizzed. Uh, what? Beautiful. Oh, I can't type. That's unfortunate. Level does the okay, so it says T4 or T5, so T4. Well done. What bone makes up the proximal arm? Fuck if I know. Oh. I could probably guess that. Yay, correct. What is the most common cause of stomach pain in children? Probably constipation. Yay, correct. I'm glad you actually learned something. I'll leave. Finally. I flopped on my bed dramatically. I'm gonna head out and sleep well. Don't fail, I'll be embarrassed. That's crazy. That's wild that you would say that to me. I felt my eye twitch. I won't. Say hi to Dan for me. Who said I'm going to see Dan? Obviously you are. Are you not? I'll say hi for you. She means well. She just doesn't take me seriously because she doesn't think I know what I'm saying. But that's alright. We aren't friends because we like each other. Oh, damn. Or rather, I'm not her friend because I like her. I just need to pick her brain. Medical school exams are difficult for me to grasp. We're kind of fucked up. I walked to the window and opened it for some fresh air. What is that? I don't know what I saw, but it was gone before I could see it properly. I guess I am a bit more tired than I thought. Tomorrow I should study at uni. I doubt Marcy would want to keep me company after Dan gets in her pants. One day he will really do something to hurt her, and by then I will be the one picking up the pieces. That's what friends are for. Probably. Hello, how are you, Alex? Are you having a good day so far? There's nobody here today. I sighed as I unloaded my bag and got to work. This uni was rather prestigious, but the students here varied in levels of seriousness. Some were naturally gifted like Mercy, some just didn't care since they had the money to live comfortably either way. And some were like me, who insisted on going to medical school despite my father's wishes. Doing well, day is going good. How about you? Yay, I'm glad to hear that. Same, actually. It's going pretty well. It's been a chill morning, honestly. So, all's good so far. Sorry, can I sit next to you? Sorry, I didn't see you there. What did you say? There's no one else here, so I was wondering if it's okay for me to sit next to you. This is kinda cute. It's Arthur. Arthur, the annoying kid who answers every question and asks even more. One of those students who dragged the lecture on for ages just because they wanted to learn a bit more. I mean, you can't fault the dude for wanting to learn. Chill morning is good morning. How's the dating sim going? So far so good. Honestly, I just started it. But definitely have ran into some interesting characters so far. A nerd you didn't have a good impression of. Your child is smart. That's fucking mean. I'm sure. I'll just ignore him anyway. Why is it so hard to ignore him? There's a small issue that plagued me. This man was very beautiful. I don't think I'm one to fall for a honey trap, but this honey trap is too sweet. I can see you staring at me. Not us not being subtle. That's crazy. Crap. I looked away quickly. Why'd you stop? Because you called me out. He leaned over to look at my laptop. That question, how to fix a femur fracture. What are you picking? I didn't need to answer him, but I subconsciously started to talk as if in front of a teacher. I'm not sure. He leaned in, and I could smell his cologne. It was familiar to me. First, it's not a femur. I mean, it is, but just call it a hip fracture. But it's the same thing. It's the same, but when you say femur, I think of femoral shaft fracture. It has different surgical fixes. It's also quite urgent because of... Is he waiting for me? The fuck? I don't know. Wait. Now I have to look it up. How am I supposed to know? Femoral shaft fracture. It involves... I don't think I'm looking the right thing up. I'm confused. I'm going to say probably pain, because it does say it's an emergency because it involves breaking the body's strongest bone, often causing severe internal bleeding, which is crazy, up to 1.5 liters, acute pain, and potential damage to surrounding nerves and blood vessels. Oh, okay. Well, look, listen. Okay, so your knowledge needs some work. He started to talk me through it. I hated to admit it, but he is rather handsome when he talks. And he talked a lot. I guess he is good on a one-on-one basis, but I really can't stand him in a class setting. Is that better? I nodded. He spoke like he knew his shit. It was annoyingly impressive. Glad I could help. You're quite smart. No shit. No, like, you are really smart. He burst out in laughter and I felt my cheeks flush. Thank you for noticing. He didn't seem impressed, so I complimented the rest of him. Brains and beauty is a hard combination to find. If only you weren't so stuck up in class. Oh, he's blushing, that's cute. He stumbled over his words. Is he flustered? I couldn't believe it. He was really blushing. Why are you blushing? What do you mean, why am I blushing? How else am I meant to respond to that? I'm confused. Has no one told you you're pretty before or something? As expected, his face is even redder now. That's adorable. Cute. My dad says I'm handsome. I love that it's in small words. How fucking adorable. I laughed loudly, not believing the situation was entirely real. Hey, don't laugh. I didn't stop, bending over because my stomach hurt from the giggling. Yeah! How cute! I said don't. Arthur tried to raise me up from my hunched over position. Maybe I moved too violently, but we both fell down loudly, our chairs clanging against the floor. We both stared at each other in silence for a moment, but then my laughter started again. Aw, shit. You heard him mumble something under his breath. That's nothing. I felt better studying with him the rest of the day. That was loud in my ear. I changed them, so they're short now. Thank you for redeeming your moon shard. Hi, baby. How are you? Teehee. Hello, hello. I also took the fucking shit, what was it called? I took the Dobby one off because it's an abomination and it shouldn't exist in the first place. That no longer exists. That was funny. I got a lot done, and actually I wanted to study with him again for the exams next week. So, if you haven't guessed from the title, we are apparently going to marry our Stalker. I'm interested to see how that turns out. Obviously we're going to ask him to study together, because that was really fun. I mean, he's pretty cute. Hey, is it cool if we study together tomorrow? It's fine if not, I understand. I'm the one very much in need of help. He let out a chuckle. If you say please. What could possibly go wrong? Please? Shit. He's so cute. He's adorable. I love. Is that a yes? Yeah, whatever. See you tomorrow. See ya. I love how adorable he is. I got home later that night and tried to decide on what to make. I hadn't cooked in a while, so that didn't help. I guess it's pizza for dinner again. Exactly. You're asking the right questions. What could go right? You know? For the first time this year, I'm actually excited to study. Is it the sun? No. It was the handsome nerd waiting for me. You're actually here. Exactly. Everything. Of course I am. This could be considered a date, right? What are we studying today? Well, honestly, I don't have anything to study. What do you mean? The exam is next week. Yeah, but I know I'll pass. It doesn't really matter what I do now. Aw, fuck you. Naturally fucking smart people suck. Are you trying to annoy me? That's considered bragging, right? No, I'm here for you today, so we can go over anything you want. This is weird. What's he playing at? Is he really this bored? He fucking likes you, dummy. I was not such a saint to drag myself out of bed just to help someone else. Anything? Anything. Can we go over cardiovasc? That's the easiest, though. For you. I forgot how cocky he is. Cocky or self-confident? Either way, I hate it. Fine. Hang on a second. Come to think of it, why is he helping me? Could it be he likes me? No way, right? I mean, I know I'm pretty attractive. That's not too far-fetched. You're spacing out. What's up? Do you like me? Damn, she just came out and said it. Please forget I said anything. Shit, that's embarrassing. Right, anyway, let's start with the basics. Not him actually glossing over it. A 65-year-old man presents with exertional dyspnea, angina, and Bitch, honey, what the fuck are these words? You should know these words, right? Breathlessness, chest pain, and fainting. On examination, you hear crescendo, decrescendo, systolic murmur at the right upper sternal border that radiates to the carotids. What is the most likely diagnosis? I really hate feeling stupid, but why are his questions so hard? Marcy was never this hard on me. Because all Marcy cares about is her cheating ex-boyfriend. Or not even ex, he should be an ex. Her cheating ass boyfriend. Are you doing this on purpose? Doing what, jerk? So the patient has something wrong with his valves. The sound can be heard in the carotid arteries. Carotid! Jesus! Carotid! I'm an idiot! Oh! I can't believe I was saying that wrong. That means the valve with issues is one of the valves in the upper chambers of the heart, right? Fuck, I don't know, man. W cares? Dude. I'm gonna go with this one. Good girl. Ooh, I got a good girl. Hell yeah. Yes. See, it's not that hard. Not hard my ass. It shit nearly gave me an aneurysm. Easy. Next question. 52-year-old woman with a history of hypertension presents with a tearing chest pain radiating to her back. Okay, the patient already has high blood pressure, tearing pain. The answer is so obvious. See if anything else hard is crazy. Her blood pressure is higher in her right arm than in her left. What is the most appropriate initial diagnostic investigation? Oh, I know this one, kinda. Wait. I missed that. What is the investigation for an aortic dissection? It's some kind of imaging. Blah, blah, blah. It's an ECG, isn't it? Oh, it's CT? Oh, see? That's how much I know. I definitely would have said ECG. This one wasn't so bad. If you get the next one right, I'll give you a reward. Ooh, I want a reward. Do I look like a child to you? You'll like it though, I promise. Shit, now I'm curious. Okay, last question. A 40-year-old man presents with sudden onset palpitations and lightheadedness. ECG shows a regular, narrow, complex... I don't know how to say that. big word, with a rate of 180 BPM. Carotid massage slows the rate temporarily. What is the most likely underlying arrhythmia? I should have known you'd ask me something this hard. I'll give you a clue. It starts with an A and ends with a T. Now you're insulting my intelligence. Atrioventricular nodal reentrant, whatever that word is. Teehee. Words are hard, just like him. Never mind. You can do it. He lifted his hand and placed it on my head. I didn't expect it, and though I don't care for head pats, it wasn't so bad. Getting complimented by a smartass like him felt pretty good. Now for your reward. Ooh, that wasn't our reward. You'll have to close your eyes. If it's not a kiss, I'm gonna be upset. I'm just saying. It wasn't like me to go along with such frivolousness. But I felt strangely magical, as though this were a fairy tale and he was a prince. I was exaggerating, obviously, but still, Arthur's charm was lethal. I felt afraid. What if I fell for him? That would be troublesome. Jeremy would get mad. Who the fuck is Jeremy? We're here. Arthur had set out a picnic for the both of us in the woods behind the science block. You brought lunch? He had a cheeky smile on his face, and he motioned for me to sit down on the picnic mat. He said cute. Who the fuck is Jeremy? I'm so confused. Do we have a boyfriend? No, right? That doesn't make sense. You're just throwing fucking characters at me? I wasn't a picky eater. Well, I shouldn't be having dairy, but that was a problem for future me. That is so valid. And this is how every person that I've ever met that is lactose intolerant lives their life. Like, that's a problem for somebody else. Do you like it? Was like enough to say how I felt? I found it weird. Why was he being so nice and accommodating to me? Arthur, have we met before? That was the only logical explanation I could think of. You don't remember, do you? Oh, look at his face. Look what we've done. No? It's hard to forget someone like you. If you were to ask me for a specific date, New Year's, when we were in first year. I don't remember meeting you. That's alright. I remember you. You were wearing that gold outfit. I only saw you wear it once. Because I felt like shit at the end of the night. I remember that part. The moment I got home, I threw that outfit away and cried on the kitchen floor. Aww. That year was not a good year for me. I had broken up with my ex, and at midnight I was under a mistletoe. I guess. You were under the mistletoe. How could I forget? We kissed under the mistletoe. Granted, I was pretty inebriated. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect you to remember me. But at least from today, I hope you won't forget me again. No, you're too fucking cute. What do you mean? Was it really that easy to forget someone? It wasn't easy to forget someone. Not normally. But someone like me, out of sight, out of mind. It was too easy to completely forget people I had close friendships with. How much more a stranger under the mistletoe? Bliss. We should go back now. Yeah. I wish you weren't so good to me, Arthur. I'm afraid. It's getting late. We should wrap it up soon. I didn't want to. A part of me wanted to be stuck here with him. Good boy. The part of me needed to rediscover the word logic. Staying in an empty university block with a strange, handsome man was a recipe for disaster. Why is he strange? We like him. He's cute. He made us a picnic. I don't think I can still call him a stranger. Acquaintance? Friends felt too close, and I didn't know if he saw me as one yet. Acquaintance it is. Suddenly the lights turned off. Shit, why did they lock up earlier today? I'm really sorry, I must have miscalculated. Should I be upset? Yes, this sucks. Is this even a believable response? It sounds so unserious. Get yourself together, Bliss. I have some food left over from lunch. The doors will open again in a few hours. Is your phone here? I'll charge it for you. I searched my bag for it. There were no notifications to check. There never was, so I handed it to him. Wait, so is Jeremy the ex-boyfriend? Because, like, if so, why do we care if he's upset? I decided to just keep studying for the exams. If I failed, I'd have to reset, and I was ready to leave this place and never speak to anyone again. Well, except for Mercy. I know when she gets over the gremlin latching onto her, she would be a great doctor. I mean, what about Arthur? I wouldn't be surprised if she became a super famous neurosurgeon. I'd probably just work for the family. At least Dad won't be so upset. I chose this route instead of becoming a family head. I have 3 brothers. You should pick one of them. They're all competent to an extent. I tried. I don't think our phones have the same chargers. I took back my phone, though I wondered if he couldn't charge it, why was he gone for so long? I tried to turn it on, but there was no battery. It must have run out. This is funny. I put my phone back in my bag. He definitely did something to our phone. Suddenly amused. He did that on purpose, didn't he? Still want to study? How could I study now? I wanted to pry open his skull and see what he was thinking. I need to use the bathroom, but if it's okay, can you help me with some pediatrics? Yeah, no problem. Sus activities, exactly. Very much so. Very much so. I want this post. Get out of here. Yeah. I left to the hallway. My footsteps were loud and heavy as I walked. Reaching the end, I took off my shoes and tiptoed back. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I peeked through the classroom, my heart rising in elation. I wasn't wrong. Arthur was searching my bag quickly, afraid I would return soon. The question now was why. I was lucky I left that thing back at home, or he would have found it. What thing? What are we talking about? Still, isn't he too bold? At first I considered he was a spy from another family. Oh. So when she said family head, I'm assuming mafia ties. I didn't really put that together originally. Oh, that thing. But then his body stiffened suddenly as he came across a small piece of black lace cloth, his face reddening. If he was a spy, he wouldn't be this flustered over that. I wonder if he will keep it. If he did, I should punish him, shouldn't I? Moving back to the end of the hall, I put my shoes back on, my footsteps returning. When I arrived again, he seemed unbothered. My bag had returned to his exact position. If I didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed he searched my bag. He had done this enough times before, considering he was pretty good at it. The night passed quickly enough, though by daylight I was struggling to stay awake. Will you be okay walking back? Yeah, thank you so much. I'll be bunkering down to get this shit done for the rest of the week. If you need anything, I'll call you. Thank you, Arthur. Arthur lived in a different direction. He was in the same apartment complex as Dan. Ew. We hate Dan. Most students who could afford it lived there. I lived in a shared house, though my housemates had gone home. Other courses had finished months ago. I was the only one studying this late into the school year. Damn. On my walk home, I became acutely aware of someone following me. How many times had he done that? It was quite embarrassing that I only realized now. I was really out of practice. The moment I got to my room, I plugged in my phone to my laptop. I wanted to know exactly what Arthur had put on my phone. Still, it's exciting. I never had a stalker before. 2 days. Holy shit, 2 days? Why are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You're not great at hiding how you feel. That's bullshit. You keep staring off into space. What? I can control my face just fine, but it seemed like blinking out was something I needed to get under control. It's 2 days. I can't fail, Arthur. You won't. Easy for you to say. You're dashing, charming, beautiful. This is not the time. Last time I called you handsome, you freaked out. Now you're acting all high and mighty. You caught me off guard. It won't happen again. That's not fair. You were too cute. Look at the blush. I'm trying to help you study, not stop getting distracted. Shit, you're right. What are we doing? If we get distracted and I fail, I will actually cry. Don't cry. We should go touch grass. Touch grass? That studying with a smartass would help me. I should have known. He's more unserious than me. Oh yeah, you got him in the bag now. Please? He's too handsome. How hateful. Fine. See? Fresh air helps. I want to die. Fresh air. My eye twitched. Fresh air. I took a deep breath reluctantly. I hid how beautiful the world looked. Though others should have been mindful. Couldn't see I was stressing out. See? The world is beautiful. Even if you don't pass. Don't jinx it. If you pass, but not really, the world still spins. And there's resets next month anyway. I know that logically. It's not the end of the world if I fail, but I really want to be a doctor. If I fail, I have to fight. I don't want to. What's wrong? Is there something else? Something you're not telling me? Your dad is a conglomerate big shot. You don't need to be in med school, so why are you here? I'm not here for any particular reason, I just like learning. I might actually study law after this, it looks pretty cool. That's crazy. One, to just like want to study like that, and two, to have the money to be able to be like, hey, I'm just gonna add this to my fucking roster. Like, okay. Right, even in the dating sim, we're being told to touch grass. Can't escape it. Of course, what did I expect? I just need to finish this. Once and for all, I'll move on. I know you feel I won't understand you, but if you don't tell me what's wrong, I won't ever understand. I hate when he's right. But it's ironic. He talks as though he wasn't looking through my windows last night. I don't even live on the ground floor. I wonder if he learned to climb vines as a child. It's like my little secret. Our little secret. Arthur, do you know your tracking device is quite old-fashioned? New models are harder to detect. How long will you pretend to be innocent? If I go home, I'll have to fight. Fight who? My brothers. I fiddled with my fingers. Talking to anyone about this was uncomfortable. Marcy already knew about my family, but that's only because her mother was the Madame Red. Madame Red knew everything that happened in the underworld. She had eyes everywhere. If Dan wasn't careful and Marcy went back to her mother for help, his life would be in danger. So Marcy should tell her mom about Dan, because fuck Dan. You must love them quite a lot. Who? Your brothers. I suppose. Love was something I didn't understand. I would kill for them. I suppose that's love. You have siblings? I'm an only child. Really? Don't conglomerate families normally have many children? He seemed amused by my words. You know about my family? Do you think I live under a rock? You're Arthur Phillips. It's hard not to know you. Most people didn't know just how wealthy the Phillips family was. If I was poor, I'd date you just for the money. I mean, I wouldn't mind. You're crazy. I don't care for money. Dating someone who's obsessed with you is a better idea. Why do you say that? They can never leave you. They would do anything for you, and you can shape them however you want. You can also... My voice trailed off when I realized how much of a red flag I was being. Yeah, just a little bit. But, luckily enough, he's also a red flag. So, you know, two peas in a pod, really. I'm only joking, of course. Of course. His blush. His eyes seemed darker, like he liked what I said. I had to stop my excitement from growing. If I didn't control myself this time, I would ruin him just like Jeremy. Who the fuck is Jeremy? So back to studying. Do you want to go back? No, I want you to force me to kiss you. Born to tease handsome men, forced to study. Someone needs to make a t-shirt out of that. Unlike you, I might actually fail. Men like Arthur had 3 specific traits that drew me to them. Obsession, intelligence, submission. Luckily, I love to play with my food before eating. 2 days came quickly, and soon enough I found myself nearly passing out from anxiety in front of the exam hall. Girl, what are you wearing? I looked down at my... Bitch, this is a lot of shit. For me, anyway. I looked down at my clothes, a hoodie and flare leggings. She gave me a judging look. I returned it with an exasperated eye roll. Comfort over looks this time. I can't afford to fail this exam. Still, it doesn't mean you should let yourself go. Bro, it's an exam. Leave me the fuck alone. Let's just go. If I replied with an argument, my brain will lose more brain cells than I can afford. The exam site was packed with people. Considering it was a national exam, it made sense to see people from other colleges. I said goodbye to Marcia since she was in another room and headed to find mine. Liz? He smiled as he came over to me. I immediately smelled the faint scent of cigarettes and my nose crunched up as I took an immediate step back. What's wrong? He looked at me like I had done something unspeakably upsetting. You smell like smoke. Just stay away. I don't want to use my inhaler today. As cute as you look right now, I can't risk failing. I have bigger issues than your stupidly handsome face. Good luck with your exam, Arthur. I ran away quickly. The exam room was filled with rows of desks. Each desk had a candidate number on it, and I quickly found mine. Once the exam started, I focused on the questions, my mind racing through everything I had studied. The first section was multiple choice, and I breezed through it confidently. The second section required longer written answers, so I took my time to organize my thoughts before writing. Each question seemed to blend into the next, and I quickly lost track of time. Once it was over, the students poured out of their rooms, and so did I, feeling lighter than ever. Did I remember what I wrote? No. Was I glad it was over? Definitely. I spotted Marcia in the crowd, looking as beautiful as ever despite the stress of the exam. She waved at me, a wide smile on her face. Bliss, how did it go? Fingers crossed I might actually pass. I knew you could do it. Let's celebrate. I've got plans, and you're coming with me. I can't. I need to tell my parents about the exam. Knowing my dad, he'll be calling soon. Fine. I'll call you later, alright? I waved goodbye to her and found a quiet spot to wait. Like clockwork, 10 minutes after the exam, I received a call. That's weird. Unknown caller. The only time my dad used an unknown caller ID is if security was compromised. Hello? Dad? Of all nicknames, you know I hate Daddy the most. Nah, it's just that son of a bitch. Why are you calling? If I wasn't waiting for my dad's call, I would have never answered. We need to talk. Is this Jeremy? No. I cut the call immediately, but before I could even blink, another call was coming through. This one I wanted to answer even less. Hello? Mom? Have you lost your mind? Her voice was so loud I had to pull my phone away from my face. I told you, I have a really big exam in a few weeks. Remember? I'm in the library. I lied through my teeth. I didn't want to go home just yet. Dad knew my actual exam timetable. He was fine with me staying behind. Don't play silly with me. You were meant to meet Jeremiah 3 hours ago. I was about to say 3 years. 3 hours ago. You have to be fucking kidding me. Do you know the family head was enraged? How are you going to fix this? Your dad is really angry too. I rolled my eyes, not caring for her tantrums. Dad definitely wasn't mad. I was more worried about Jeremy. Hey girl, what's up? Damn, that's rude. It's really rude. I knew him well enough. He was a crazy motherfucker. What about Jeremy?
Emotional damage!
I feel like that was so delayed. What about Jeremy? How did he react? Jeremiah, he's been very magnanimous about this. He hasn't complained much. He's such a good kid. Why don't you just... Look, Mom, I need to go now. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye. Just slightly. I cut the call immediately. Jeremy acting magnanimous? I wasn't born yesterday. I returned the unknown caller inside before ringing again. He picked up after one ring. What do you want? Gun range next week? I'll pick you up. I grit my teeth. Remind me next week. I cut the call and I sighed. One problem after another. Bliss. So I'm assuming we're in like an arranged marriage type of deal with Jeremy. And that's why it kind of matters that he would get pissed off about us being with Arthur. I forced a smile as I returned to meet Arthur. Hey, how did it go? I just wanted to go home and lie down with some ice cream. Are you okay? My heart skipped a beat. Yeah, why? You're making that face again. What face? Like you're about to hit something. Is this a new insult? I've not heard it before. He laughed, taking a step forward. He didn't smell like smoke anymore. Let's go get ice cream. I really just want to go home. The only option is alright. So we wanted to go one way or another. Are you sure? You don't look great. I don't feel great. How about we just go to yours? I can make us pizza. I was stunned for a moment, but slowly a smile crept up to my face. I'd like that. When last did I have a man in my kitchen? I should consider hiring a chef, a handsome one. Sorry, I don't have an apron. It's okay, I'll be careful. It was nice to see he knew what he was doing, though I was curious if he would add something interesting to my food. It should be easy enough for him to buy sleeping tablets. I have a good enough tolerance, so I'd be able to enjoy most of it. I left him to his devices, curious, expectant. I like how we're just playing into it. It's crazy. I want to see how far a depraved man would go with a helpless maiden like me. This is bad. I'm getting excited. I gotta wait for the dough to rise a bit. Did you do it? Did you drag the pizza? I so badly want to know. So how was the exam? You never told me. I guess he was anxious for me. It's kind of cute. I think I actually did okay on that exam. At least I won't have to seduce the professor for a retake. That was never an option. I mean, it could have been. What? His reaction was surprisingly straightforward. Are you my academic advisor? I couldn't help but laugh. No, just someone who knows you're too smart. You don't need a plan B. I hate to say it, but he makes me feel better. He's crazy smart, and he believes I can do it. I should trust him even if I can't believe in myself. Thanks, Arthur. I simply acknowledged a fact. You still get easily flustered. This is bad. I really, really wanted to tease him. I wanted to force him over the edge. I wanted him cornered, sobbing, begging. You know, I'm kind of into it. His tears would look so pretty. My heart was restless. I didn't even compliment you this time. Why are you blushing? It seems like you react to any positive attention from any girl. That's not true. Oh? What other compliments have you gotten? How rude. Don't they know he's not someone they can talk to so casually? No one. I don't usually talk to people. Oh, it's good. Good? I didn't elaborate. If he talked to a lot of people, it made my life difficult. I know we're waiting for the dough, but want to watch a movie in the meantime? Sure. Cheesy rom-com, psychological thriller, horror movie. Okay, so if we do the horror movie, you know, I could pretend to be scared and like jump into his arms, or maybe, oh, but it's a cheesy rom-com, because I was gonna say maybe if there's like an intense scene, we could kind of, you know, I'm gonna go with horror movie. The man had nothing to say. Maybe he knew my movie tastes were crazy good. I put on the show and we sat together watching. Unfortunately, my eyes grew heavy quickly. I was hungry, but the exam had knocked me out. I didn't even realize when I slept off. Bliss? There was no reply. Did she really fall asleep with that amount of gore on the screen? Somehow it's not surprising. Arthur tried to keep watching the movie. He really did, but there was one problem. Shit. I had a habit of wearing oversized sweaters at home. The issue was now my cleavage. Should I wake her up? He contemplated his options. No, try and stay still. The girl is clearly tired. Steal a glance, just one. Fail. Yeah, there's no action. Guys, get heavy. Steal a glance, just one. He tried to resist. He really did. But his imaginations could really not compare to the real thing. His eyes betrayed him for a fraction of a second. But 1 second was enough to pitch a tent. Oh, shit. Damn it. His throat went dry. He shifted slightly, trying to make himself less obvious. Everything felt so much worse. He had become hyper-aware of my warmth pressing against his side. He exhaled slowly. God, if you wake her up, I will convert tomorrow. The poor man had no choice but to wait. Did I fall asleep? Sorry. No, it's fine. He jumped out of the sofa as though he had been sitting on nails. I need to get the pizza ready. Just stay right here. Do not follow me. I watched him bolt and struggled not to giggle. How innocent. He was almost too easy. It was arousing. Seeing him so flustered, I really wanted to eat him whole. This is bad. I told myself not to get obsessed again, but I can't help it. I really want to break him. Arthur was surprisingly good at cooking, considering his background. How is it? It's actually good. I'm a bit surprised. It's right. It's the worst thing I've ever done. It's honestly so good. I knew you'd like it. Look at his smile. He's so cute. Feel better? Hey, yeah. And on my head, horniness aside, I felt lighter. Hey, Arthur. Yeah? Thanks for everything. I'm glad. You're hard to please. I know. And you're hard to talk to. Hey, watch it. But if not you, there's not really anyone else I'd rather please. I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel anything. I really wanted to kiss him, but I felt too shy. Ironic, isn't it? Why is he looking at me like that? Hey, I wanted to ask. Sorry, 1 second. Hello? Hey, Bliss, are you free by any chance? I glanced at Arthur. A little. Is everything okay? Can you come to Dan's place? No, we don't even like him. Please? I look up at Arthur. What's going on at your apartment? Dan's having a party. I turned back to Mercy. I can come and pick you up. Is that what you need? Yeah, thanks. She got the call. I hope you don't mind. Why would I? Just give me a second, I'll clean up. I got dragged to a party after all. Wow. Wow was all I could think. I was clearly out of practice to get so overwhelmed by a small house party. I pushed through the bodies, hoping to find Mercy. Bliss! She didn't look drunk. I'm here. Let's get you home. What's with that expression? Mercy, look who's here. Oh, hey. We've been wondering if you'd ever arrive. We? I tried to look at Mercy, but she wouldn't look at me. She was shaking terribly. I knew my situation was strange, but the only thing I could think of in that moment was, what did that mofo do to Mercy? Marcy was confident. She was beautiful, but she looked terrified. I'm just surprised to see you. I thought you were too good for this kind of thing. I don't remember you inviting me. I spit, irritated. I was ready to just turn around and leave, but I couldn't leave Marcy. Really? But Mercy asked you, didn't she? I looked at Mercy confused. She only avoided my gaze. You know what? I bet you're just shy. Maybe we should help you loosen up. What the fuck? I don't like him. I don't trust him. Why is he paying me so much attention? What? Come here, Bliss. I felt my eye twitch. Who did he think he was? Did he take me for a dog? Come on, don't be like that. You shut up, didn't you? Might as well have some fun. Wait, where's Arthur? Did we bring him with us? Even if we didn't bring him, there's no way he didn't stalk us and follow us. I wish more than anything that I had my gun with me. I'd have blown this stupid little head off. Breathe, breathe, don't snap. He tried to grab my arm. Could you not? Hell yeah. Arthur cuts him, taking my hand in his. Dude, what the fuck? Off limits. That's hot. I love that. Fuck, fine. This man confuses me. He has a girlfriend and he clearly hates me, but he insists on wasting his time pissing me off. One day he'll wake up with no cock. That's crazy. It won't be my fault, but I will delight heavily in his misfortune. Are you alright? I'm not taking Mercy back tonight, am I? Exactly, bro. What? I'm sorry. Bitterly disappointing. It's okay. It's our final year anyway. I don't need her anymore. I feel stuffy. I'll leave. I'll walk you home. No, have a good night. Girl, you know he wasn't leaving you alone. There's very few people I would allow to see me cry. Arthur was not one of them. I slept terribly. I feel like shit. Coming. I rushed to open the door. My eyes were red and I looked a mess. It was the worst possible time for him to come here. I know I said next week, but something told me you'd be free today. Something told you or someone told you? What would you do without me? I slammed the door in his face. Jeremy fucking Baskerville? Interesting. I hated this man with every fiber of my being. I couldn't decide if I wanted to choke him or straddle him. Maybe both. At the same time. Whoa. Girl, what? If I had my horse whip, I'd also use it on him? Crazy sentence. Crazy sentence for you to make me say. But knowing that crazy motherfucker, he would simply derive pleasure from such intense pain. Kicks his buddy. Big sus. Yeah, As long as it was by my hand, pain would become pleasure to him. It's not his fault after all, I trained him that way. He booked me a spa day. It cost him nothing considering his family owned the facilities. Perks of taming the son of a blue blood family. Changing into a cotton robe, I put on a pair of fluffy slippers and walked into the waiting room. A spread of snacks and drinks was laid out on the side with a chase lounge sofas arranged around the room. I decided to take a moment to relax my mind. I listened to the idle chatter of the other women in the room, all part of the same social circle with plenty to talk about. My husband said it's been going on for a while now, so all the families are scrambling. It bothers me that the Baskervilles haven't made the announcement yet. My daughter is interning at one of the top law firms in the country. If not her, then who? Oh. Haha, she's taken their spot. My eye twitched, but I remained calm. It shouldn't bother me anyway. I had a vague idea of the state of the overground families. I heard the young lord has been obsessed with the child of a thug, and he's refusing anyone but her. I talked to Lady Baskerville, and she kept evading the question. What a sly fox. She should know better than to let this opportunity go to waste. I fear my husband doesn't seem to understand the urgency of the situation. My husband is the same. It's like they don't realize how scarce a good match is nowadays. I worry every day my daughter will come home and insist on marrying a blue-collar man. I would just pass away. Miss Bliss? Luckily my name was called. Sometimes it's better to be ignorant of the problems of the higher class. The massage was heavenly, and then I tried on the clothes Jeremy had prepared for me. They fit me perfectly. I hated that. I hate to admit, but this outfit is so freaking cute. I wonder how much he paid his assistant to buy this. He was waiting for me outside the changing room. He is kind of cute. You look fantastic. I know. Your assistant picked well. It fits perfectly. Awful. It's pretty. Let's do this one. There is going to be an ad in like 4 minutes. Though I wish she picked something pink. I picked it out for you. I remembered you like stuff like this, and you do look cute, so I take this as a job well done. How am I meant to be cold to you if you keep doing stuff like this? Should we get something to eat then? Hungry? You don't look it. How do you know if I'm hungry or not? Your face. I know you say your expression is always under control, but I know you, Bliss. What kind of man would I be if I didn't even know when my fiancé was actually hungry? What do you want to do then? Let's go hunting. He knew me too well. I'll get us a bottle of Pinot Noir. I don't drink anymore. Orange sorbet. Alright. I loved hunting. My father always took me when I was little. He even bought me a pink gown when I turned 14. Though commercial hunting was less interesting compared to hunting at our manor. So how's the business? Eventually small talk had to be made. Not bad, but not good. We've been struggling to get past the sanctions recently. Oh. Yeah, my dad has been stressed out about it recently. I remained silent. I knew what he wanted now. It seemed like he caught on because he changed the topic. It's been a while. I forgot how smart you were. No shit. Then you know you'll have to pay. Same as usual. Same as usual. I raised my gun and pointed it at him. His face flushed like old times. A gun once more had been pointed at him. Bet? No bullet. I pulled the trigger. Nothing. I'm sorry. Is he getting off to Russian roulette? Are we okay? What's happening right now? Lucky son of a bitch. You can ask me one question. I'd rather ask one request. I thought he had some kind of leverage. Arrogant. I know. I could kill you. He smirked like this was the bliss he knew and worshipped. What's your kick? Maybe dying. I know. Ask. I'd want a gift for the spa. You enjoyed the massage, didn't you? Arrogant, cocky, infuriatingly hot. Alright. Give him my underwear, slap him, give him a kiss. He likes it when I hurt him. To, like, slap him. I don't want to give him a kiss. I could give him my underwear. Pull the trigger. I think I'm gonna go with slap him. Say thank you. And he says thank you! Thank you. Bet. No bullet. Once again, he was right. Is my gun rigged? I want to kill that motherfucker so bad. It's a shame luck was on his side. I'm lucky today. No shit, Sherlock. Ask. Another request. Your parents sent you here to appease me, didn't they? Shouldn't you be asking about the sanctions? I knew what he wanted. I knew what he needed. They needed me to put in a good word with my father, to pull a few strings, to slip in a few bribes. They needed me so they could smuggle in weapons. But Jeremy wasn't asking because he was more preoccupied with me, his master. I coded him well. He couldn't override his programming no matter how long we were apart. I ruined him perfectly. He was so beautiful, but what use do I have for a disloyal dog? Would you believe me if I told you I missed you? No, I wouldn't. You have complete control of me. Without you, I really can't. His voice was strangled, hedged. I traced the barrel of the gun along the black line of Jeremy's neck. Can't what? Speak up. Jeremy shudders, eyes fluttering. Dude's a goner, bro. You already know I lifted his chin up. You can only finish looking at you. The closest I get is when I watch you. Ever the vigilante, little watchdog. Is that how you've been spending your time? Too bad you wanted another master. She's not my master. What is she then? A tree for you to finish on? I laughed. Oh wait, you can't even do that. My expression darkened. I don't understand you. I pushed his head away with the barrel of the gun. I changed my mind. What do you mean? That's not how this works. It works how I want it to work. Remember, I own you, not the other way around. Now, I raised the gun once more to his head. Bet. This time a question. You can't just use me to get off because you're a horny bastard. He seemed angry, but I didn't care. What can I do to make you help us out? I don't feel like it. Be reasonable. We're still engaged. Who said that? He rolled his eyes. Are you really going to throw me away? It'll be hard to train someone as obedient as me. I don't think that's true. I think that's not very true. I came into this dating sim and it was all wholehearted. It quickly turned 50 Shades of Bliss. I love that. It did start off wholehearted and then it got really crazy really fast. I'm kind of into it though. I didn't expect it. With the next one, the focus will be on loyalty, not obedience. I have another man lined up. You suck at lying. You wouldn't know. Prove it. I'll back off if he really is as good as me. You overestimate your importance. I know exactly how important I am. No one will be able to give you what you crave so desperately. Oh, it's ad time. I'll wait. Kind of forgot about the ad, to be honest. Tee-hee-hee. Although it does give me time to be good and drink water. Which I've been doing a lot lately. I'm very proud of myself. Welcome back from the ad. You're turned on now, aren't you? You should be more afraid of death. I have a gun in my hand. The gun is rigged. I just wanted to prove it to you. You need me. I can give you that satisfaction. You must be going crazy, aren't you? Besides, there's nothing like the look in your eyes right before you kill. Shut up. You missed how I loved you, obsessed over you, how I'd teeter on the edge of death just to get you going. Shut up. He reached out, taking my hand, pushing down my gun. He closed the distance between us, pushing my open palm against his neck, where his collar had been tattooed. Master, please. Choke him, grab his hair, or leave. Yeah. Decisions. Because, like, this is a very interesting dynamic, but I also just kind of want Arthur, so, like... What if I'm a savior? And maybe I'll come back to it, you know? But I'm gonna leave. How about a lighthearted love note? I think that's kind of like out of our realm, you know? I don't think we do love notes. I was done. There was no use wasting my breath on this man. I walked away and he did not follow. He knew better than to piss me off this much. He's so loud, he must know I know he's following me. Leaves crunched softly behind me as I came to the waterfall. The waterfall is really loud. What the fuck? Someone was following me, and not just anyone but Arthur. Still, it was nice to play around occasionally. After dealing with Jeremy's stupid face, I deserved to blow off some steam and have some fun. I looked down at my clothes, my fingers reaching for buttons. I wondered if Arthur had seen me undressed before. Had he peeked through my windows in the past? I was curious. I wish I could place cameras all over the city just to see what he did when I wasn't looking. Even now, I can feel his eyes tracking my every move. Fuck. He rose in his body as his face flushed. He did not think himself so easy, but he was truly and completely undone. Your actions were too much. What if other men were watching? Arthur felt anxious. He forced his eyes away to glance around the area. There was no one else there. That was to be expected. No one else had your location. Arthur struggled to contain himself, biting his lip and watching with rapt attention until you were completely naked. Suddenly, what the fuck? Is it you? Suddenly, you walk towards his direction and he ducks down in fear. Fuck, did she see me? He peeks out of his hiding spot to see you walking away again. You left your clothes on a nearby branch. Stupid. He glances over once more, careless. He watched you dive into the water. He turned back to look at your clothes. He's definitely gonna steal her panties. As suspected, you have a habit of wearing lace. Bliss. If a normal person returned from a swim and found their underwear missing, they would be alarmed. I, however, was delighted. Forming a nasty habit, isn't he? Naughty. I could hear him trying to stifle his moans. Ah! He's just doing it there? Quizzy. He severely underestimated my hearing. Pathetic, desperate man, my favorite flavor. I made up my mind. I really want to fulfill my curiosity surrounding the man Arthur. Well, damn. I changed it to something a bit more low-key. From my understanding, his apartment is in that rich student complex. The doors are smart locked. Lucky me. When I arrived, I crouched near the door. I like how we're just stalking him in return. I pulled out a slim device wrapped in copper wire. No keycard, no passcode, just 40 seconds and a homemade pulse tool. With a sharp crackle, the lock sizzled and sparks danced across the panel. I slowly pushed the door open. The apartment was dark, still, and smelled like metal and citrus. I slid the door shut behind me and held my breath. I'm sorry, but the SS trumpet is killing me with the loud. Yeah, right? Honestly. And it's the waterfall is stupid loud for what? Search the bedroom, obviously. I approached the first bedroom. The door was cracked open like it was waiting for me. This felt like a trap, but I could leave without seeing it through. But I couldn't leave without seeing it through. Push the door open. I hate Arthur's combusting. You know what? I guess so. I pushed the door open and stepped in. Who's there? Oh shit, he's home? Can I go back? I didn't know he was home. Let's check the hallway first. I paused and looked back toward the hallway. There was another room there. I opted to go to that one first. Pictures. So many. Every single one of them was of me. Okay, so that wasn't the right room anyway. Me at school, me asleep in my room, me changing clothes. Some of them were recent, some were years old. The angles were too close, too invasive. A familiar feeling bubbled in my depths. You went through all this trouble for me? The door behind me creaked open. I didn't panic. If it was Arthur, then between the both of us, he should be the one embarrassed to be caught so easily. Bliss? Before he could react, I threw myself at him. He stumbled back, grunting. He didn't fight. His figure was larger, but it was easy to pin him down. We hit his bed. I twisted using my knees to pin his arms. Oh shit! He's tattered? I straddled him, breathless but smiling. He had no apparent reaction. I could scream right now, wouldn't that be fun? He didn't answer, but his lips curved up as his eyes flicked to the photos on the wall. Oh, he knew exactly what I saw. His eyes scanned my face, not a hint of fear in them. Not even embarrassment. Finished playing it? Before I could fire back, I felt his hand slip free from beneath me. His palm slid over my hips and gripped my ass tightly, pulling me down against him hard. I felt him, every inch of him. He was hard. Well, damn. I pressed down too, enjoying every second of this. You seem entertained. His voice was low, even. Not teasing, not shaken, just stating a fact. Like he'd been letting me win this entire time. I swallowed. My throat felt dry. My excitement couldn't be contained. Yes. Well, welcome home. To be continued. Damn, I was getting into it. I like that one. I didn't expect some parts, but like, I'm into it. This wasn't on my bingo card today. I love that I added a little bit of spice to your day, you know? That's funny. It's definitely interesting. I'll have to keep a lookout for the other chapters. Thank you, thank you.